Idaho's All-Star Country, 102.1 The Canyon. Good afternoon. I'm Stephanie Stark, talking today with Robert Bruno from the Idaho Horse Rescue. It's a 501c3 charitable organization that provides rescue and rehabilitation facilities for abused, neglected, or injured horses. They also accept animals when space allows that are surrendered by their private owners or through state animal control facilities. Idaho Horse Rescue is funded through individual donations, grants, and scholarships, and we're here with Robert Bruno today to give you some more information about this great organization. So, Robert, tell us a little bit about the history of Idaho Horse Rescue.
I started rescuing horses about 30 years ago when I got a call from a friend from a jockey from the track where they were going to shoot a 2-year-old thoroughbred that had torn some ligaments, and they felt the horse was useless. So they're going to shoot her. They gave me a short period of time to go get the horse, and that's how Idaho Horse Rescue started. I took that horse home and let her heal for about a year and a half, and she ended up being one of the best horses I ever had, and I rode her for 20 years. That's what started Idaho Horse Rescue, and we expanded it from there, and I became legitimate in 2000 and registered with the IRS as a 501c3. That means donations are tax deductible. We're a legitimate nonprofit organization.
So what is the impact that Idaho Horse Rescue is striving to have currently in our state?
Well, in Idaho, there are approximately 225,000 horses. Unfortunately, due to Idaho's relatively lax animal abuse law, horse abuse is relatively commonplace compared to other states. So we're trying to change people's attitudes, educate the public about how horses need to be cared for. A lot of people think that they're self-sufficient. When there's a recession, for example, people oftentimes let the horses go out in the desert thinking they're going to fend for themselves. So we're here to offer a place for horses to go, if we can, and also to educate the public.
I want to be sure that our listeners are clear on your position on working horses, because we have a lot of them here in our community, and we were talking about it earlier. Idaho Horse Rescue has a very positive feeling about working horses. They're actually the best cared for horses out there.
From what I can see and what I know, ranch horses are the healthiest horses in America. And that's a proven fact. The ranchers, cowboys love their horses, of course, and people think they may be tough on them because they use them for work, but they have few medical problems. They're never starved to death. They're very well taken care of, and they're very healthy.
I know you support the agricultural industry, and that's really important to folks around here. And the truth is, a valued horse is generally a well-cared-for horse. It's the neglected horse that needs your help. And I understand that right now, Idaho Horse Rescue is at capacity.
That's correct. We have a small facility and have 11 horses currently, so we may be able to take one more horse. Other than that, we're maxed out. So we need a bigger area, and I have the property available, but we need a bigger barn.
And to that end, why don't you tell us about the fundraising campaign that Idaho Horse Rescue has undertaken?
Well, we have a campaign going on to raise $100,000 by spring so that we can erect a 8 to 10 stall barn with an indoor arena so that we can have better facilities to house horses that need to be cared for. They may have special medical needs and so forth. And then a place to be able to train them and exercise them out of the weather. And we need a tack room and we need a vet area and so forth. And so that's what the campaign is for.
So how can we help?
Well, donations would be wonderful. They can they can go on our website or on our Facebook page, and they can mail us a check, or they can go via PayPal. And so currently that's what we need the most is donations. But they can also contact us if they want to volunteer to help with horses that may need to be loved on or brushed or fed or medicated or what have you.
Something everyone can do is find them on Facebook. I found your Facebook page, Idaho Horse Rescue. I liked it. I shared it. And I'd really like to encourage all our listeners to do the same because awareness is so important.
Awareness is very important. And in Idaho, we're only one of 2 or 3 that I know of organizations that actually offer rescue or place for horses to go. The Humane Society used to have a rescue ranch, but have turned their focus more towards cats and dogs and other types of animals, I think. I don't think they have the facilities. So there's not many places that people can turn to that may need some help with a horse or know of a horse that needs help.
As a horse owner, I really admire your dedication so much, and I can only imagine what a passion your work is for you.
Well, without horses, there wouldn't be a country, in my view. And a horse is it's a beautiful and powerful but very gentle animal. They're a magnificent animal. And without horses to carry the cavalry or pull a wagon or pull a plow and so forth, there wouldn't have been a country in the first place. And I think they've been forgotten or taken for granted. Unfortunately, because you can't let them in the house and scratch their belly and things like that, they're somewhat treated like an old bicycle. And they have nowhere to go. There's nobody out there, it seems, that wants to take up the cause. And so I have the time and the ability and the love of horses to be able to do that.
Robert Bruno, thanks so much for joining us this afternoon and telling us more about your work with Idaho Horse Rescue. Remember, they are trying to raise money. Operation New Barn is underway. If you'd like more information about the work they're doing, or if you'd like to make a donation, you can catch up with them on Facebook. Just check it out, Idaho Horse Rescue. They also have a website, www.idahohorserescue.org. So thanks once again to Robert Bruno, and our very best wishes for Idaho Horse Rescue. More of Idaho's all-star country coming up for you here in the Canyon. Stay with us.